Finding the main water pump on a Forest River 32-foot Surveyor may be a little more complicated than most people think. First off, you'd like to turn on the switch to the water pump and listen for the water pump to locate. Once the pump is on and you hear it, in this particular model the water pump is located underneath the bathroom vanity. Underneath the bathroom vanity consists of a lot of trim pieces, the plumbing, scutcheons, and the water supplies. In order to get to the water pump underneath the panel, first off you have to take out these staples that the panel has been stapled down to. Not sure what the manufacturer was thinking, but we need to get to the panel. That's where the pump's at. So by inserting a flathead screwdriver on top of each staple, you'll be able to take a hammer and set the staple all the way through the wood to push the staples all the way through. Then you move on to the next one, and so forth and so on. So once all the staples have been removed, take your screwdriver and pop off the trim pieces that are on the back and on the sides. Once the trim pieces have been successfully removed, you'll see that there's more staples underneath the trim pieces. So do the same with the rest of the trim, or with the rest of the staples all the way around the paneling. Once the trim pieces are removed, you can go ahead and remove your scutcheons from the plumbing and get those out of the way. And you'll notice that there is a lock on the side of the cabinet lock that's secured here. So by taking your screw gun or screwdriver, remove the cabinet lock. Once all the staples are off the panel here, the panel goes underneath this side panel. So the side panel of the vanity must also come off. So as you can see on the panel, there are also staples on the side panel that go all the way down and through and through. So by doing the same procedure, setting the staples through the panel, you'll be able to remove the panel. With the side panel removed, you'll notice there's another piece of wood located at the lower area here, that the main panel still sits underneath the lower wood. By removing these screws, there should be 2 screws, one on either side. Use your screw gun and remove these 2 screws, these Phillips head screws. Once these screws are removed, you'll then be able to take out this piece of wood, and you still see that the panel is still underneath that piece of wood. So by following the original procedures, by setting the staples, you'll be able to set a few more staples. There's approximately 40 staples in all that need to be removed from the panel, and a little over a dozen trim nails that the panels were nailed together with. So by removing the final piece there, you should be able to take this panel and lift it up so you can access the bottom of the vanity. You may have to mess around with the water lines a little bit and just to finagle the water lines, just so we can remove the panel. Once the panel has been removed, it's going to expose the water pump. So here's the main water pump that pumps from the fresh water holding tank through all the faucets and fixtures throughout the RV. This water pump has been equipped with a bypass valve for winterizing, and this is the hose that I was looking for to winterize the RV with antifreeze. And of course, this is the bypass valve to suck the antifreeze through the gallon jugs to winterize your RV. So all in all, if you can follow these few steps on locating your water pump in your handy, If you're a trim carpenter, which looks like it requires a lot of work here just to access a pump, I plan on putting all the panels back together, possibly using regular screws, number one, and two, I might be using some Velcro. All the trim pieces that I removed, I probably just glue back on the panel so they look good, using some carpenter glue and wood glue. I don't think I'm going to shoot anything back together here with trim nails or staples. But thanks for watching how to locate a water pump. My name is Robert, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video.